Right now, there are guys spending $2 grand a month on peptides and getting nothing for it. Nothing. And the ones actually getting results, they're not running the stuff you see all over your feed. BPC, TB500, the GLP-1s, that's the beginner stuff now. That's the stuff everybody's talking about. I want to talk about the ones nobody's talking about yet. The next wave, is some of it risky? Yeah. Is the data thin? On a few of these, extremely. We'll get into all of that. But by the end of this, you're going to understand this stuff better than 90% of the people selling it to you. Here's the deal. I'm going to break down 5 peptides that are flying under the radar right now. MOTS-c, 5-amino-1-MQ, SLU PP332, Humanin, and Epitalon. Mitochondria, fat loss, longevity, a completely different lane than the recovery and muscle stuff everybody already knows. And number 5, that one honestly makes me a little nervous, and I'll tell you exactly why when we get there. But first, and real quick because it matters, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I'm a guy who's been in this game a long time and reads everything I can get my hands on. My only goal here is to help you make an informed decision, the safest way possible. So before you even think about any of this, get your blood work done. A real panel, not the 5 markers your family doctor checks. Work with somebody who actually knows hormones. Because here's the truth most sellers won't tell you. A lot of these are research compounds. Some have barely been studied in humans. Like one study, sometimes 0. I'm going to be straight with you the whole way about what we know and what we're guessing at. Knowing what we know now, that's the honest frame. Cool? Let's get into it. MOTS-c. This one's wild because it doesn't even come from where peptides usually come from. It's a mitochondrial peptide. Your cell's power plant literally codes for it. What the research suggests is it acts almost like exercise in a molecule. In the rodent studies, it improved insulin sensitivity, helped with metabolic flexibility, basically helping the body burn fuel the way a fit person's does. Now here's where everybody gets it twisted. Pattern interrupt. They hear exercise in a bottle and they think, cool, I can skip the work. No, that's not how this reads at all. The data we have is mostly animal data. The human stuff is early. So if your sleep is trash and you eat like a clown, this isn't going to save you, it's going to expose you. Did it fix the problem, or did it just let you ignore the problem a little longer? 2 very different things. That's the theme of this whole video, by the way. Keep that in your back pocket. Bridge, because the next one is the one the fat loss crowd is quietly obsessed with. 5-amino-1-MQ. Try saying that 5 times fast. This one targets an enzyme called NNMT that gets overexpressed in fat tissue. Translation in plain English, the early research points to it helping fat cells stop hoarding and start releasing while protecting muscle. And that's the part people care about. Everybody's terrified of the GLP-1 muscle loss problem. Like, you lose the weight, but you lose your gains with it. Nobody posts about that part. Funny how that works. 5-amino-1-MQ is interesting because it's coming at fat loss from a completely different angle. But, and I'm going to keep doing this to you the whole video, the strongest objection comes from me, not the comments. There's barely any long-term human data here. We don't fully know the trade-offs yet. Anyone who tells you they do is selling you something. Bridge. Now this next one. This is the one that got the science world buzzing, and it might be the most too good to be true of the bunch. SLU PP332. This isn't even really a peptide, it's more of a metabolic compound, but it's running in the same circles, so I'm putting it here. The headlines on this one were nuts. Exercise in a pill again. The mouse studies showed increased endurance, fat burning, without the mice doing more cardio. And I know how that sounds. Believe me. Whenever something sounds like a miracle, that's exactly when you slow down. Here's the honest scorecard. This is preclinical. Mice. Not people. We do not have the human safety picture. At all. I'm not telling you to run it. I'm telling you it exists and it's coming. So when somebody slides into your DMs trying to sell it to you in 6 months, you already know more than they do. That right there, staying ahead of the hype instead of getting sold by it, that's the whole point of this channel. Bridge. All right. The next two flip from fat loss to the thing nobody wants to think about until it's too late: aging. Humanin, another mitochondrial peptide, and this one's tied to longevity research. What's interesting is that in studies, people who naturally have higher levels of it tend to live longer, healthier. It's being looked at for cellular protection, metabolic health, even brain stuff. Now I want you to hear me clearly, because this is where the gray area gets real. Associated with does not mean take this and live longer. Those are miles apart. The research is associations and early mechanisms, not a prescription. I'm genuinely excited about the longevity peptide space, but excited and reckless are different things. Which brings me to number 5. The one I told you makes me a little nervous. Epitalon. This one's been around in Eastern European research for decades, and the claims around it are huge. We're talking telomeres, the caps on your DNA that shorten as you age. The theory is it supports telomerase, the enzyme that maintains them. Some of the longevity crowd treats it like the Holy Grail. So why does it make me nervous? 2 reasons, and I'll be honest with you. 1, a lot of the research is old, hard to verify, and not the gold standard human trials we'd want. 2, anything that touches cellular replication, you respect it. You don't play with it casually. We don't have the long-term human safety data to be cavalier here. Full stop. I'm not here to hype it. I'm here to tell you it's real, it's in the conversation, and it deserves way more caution than the influencers selling it give it. Spectrum of risk. Not safe, not miracle, a spectrum, and you need to know where you sit on it before you ever consider anything. Now here's what I really want you to walk away with, and it's not a peptide. Every single one of these, everyone works better, or only works at all, on top of a foundation you actually built. Sleep, real food, hard training, consistency you can't fake. Most people don't need more compounds. They need more discipline. I said it. The guys chasing the next molecule are usually running from the basics they never mastered. Don't be that guy. Get your blood work. Build the base. Then, if you go down this road and you do it informed with a doctor, eyes open. That's not the exciting answer. It's the real one. If this gave you a way to think about this stuff that nobody else is giving you, subscribe. That's it. It's a free way to support the channel, and it tells me to keep breaking down the stuff everybody else is too scared to touch. And drop the word next wave in the comments if you want me to go one by one, full deep dives on each of these. I actually broke down the beginner peptide stack in BPC, TB500, the GLPs in another video. If you're not there yet, start there. It's right here. Do your own research. Talk to a real professional before you touch any of this. Ripped City Inc. Built for the ones who don't chase shortcuts, they build real results. I'm Tyrone. I'll see you in the next one.